Hello my dear teachers, welcome to Om Prakash Biology channel. Today we will discuss e-learning and e-teaching in this video session. In this video, we will discuss the objectives of e-learning. Here we have to discuss types of e-learning and what are the e-learning authoring tools, learning management system LMS, publishing e-content using learning management system, and some of mobile apps for education. SAMR model. S for substitution, A for augmentation, M for modification, R for redefinition. One of the most popular models for integration of e-resources for education. The first one, substitution, replacement of manual practices with ICT based ones, such as usage of projectors instead of traditional chalkboards. So we are substituting blackboard chalk pieces to the ICT tools. Next, augmentation. Substitution but with functional improvements. This includes usage of word processors with spell checkers and using search engines. So this is one of the advanced technology in teaching. Then modification. Significant redesigning of tasks. An example would be the usage of Google Classroom as a paperless way to create, distribute and grade assignments. So this is one we will discuss in this video later on. The fourth one is a redefinition. Creation of new tasks that would be inconceivable without the use of ICT. These include simulations, games, open education resources and online tutoring system. Then we will discuss e-learning. Here we have to know the letter E in the e-learning stands for the word electronic. E-learning pioneer Bernard Luskin in 2001 explains E as exciting, energetic, enthusiastic, emotional, extended and educational, and also in other form of e-learning. E-learning is internet enabled learning. It is a storehouse of education, information, communication, training, knowledge and performance management. So we have to discuss the benefits of e-learning. Here the first, mix and match, self-services. On demand at any time, at anywhere, the private learning will be start. This is a self-paced and based education or learning system. Next one is repeatable, as many times as you like up to learn. Easier to monitor progress by the teacher and the learner. Less administrative work. It can be more precise. So we have to discuss about the consistent, same quality of content to all, same quality of education for all. So here the content and the teaching or education system is the same. The next one, media rich. It is easier to understand by watching more and more whenever they want, whenever they are interested. They will engage. It means more engaging. So these are the benefits. Truth of e-learning. Internet has started reshaping education. It is the fact. When we got internet to the every home, it is started. Education will not be the same in the next decade. There is no doubt at all. Because, for example, we also use the phones. The first one we are not unable to share the matter to others or friends. Now we are sharing everything like this. There is no going back. The traditional classroom has to be transformed. So we have to know what are the benefits by e-learning. Now we will discuss about virtual classroom. It is a teaching and learning environment where participants can interact, communicate, view and discuss presentations and engage with learning resources while working in groups, all in an online setting. Then asynchronous learning. A student-centered teaching method that uses online learning resources as facilitate information sharing outside the constraints of time and place among a network of people. You see in this picture. So this is the information or learning from other sources in their own. So we have to discuss adaptive learning. Adaptive teaching is an educational method which uses computer algorithms to orchestrate the interaction with the learner and deliver customized resources and learning activities to address the unique needs of each learner. In this connection, we have to discuss e-content introduction. So e-content, it refers to the content developed digitally or electronically. So these are the steps are very important. We have to keep in mind to prepare e-content. Content curation. Curation means nothing but collecting, organizing the work of an individual. Then content authoring. Authoring is a process where the individual write or compose the material which is required as per the objectives and content or curriculum by his or her own. E-teaching. E-teaching is essential in this pandemic period. And also it is not only essential, it is most essential. E-teaching is a appreciation of live teaching with streaming lectures, whiteboards, downloadable slides, sets and discussion forum. E-teaching is an automation of an exciting teacher-centered educational approach. The real work is in creating content and learning management system that support e-learning. So we are all in position to present PPTs, but we are not yet satisfied in results. In this discussion, we have to discuss why PPT is not enough for e-learning. It is difficult to distribute heavy PPT files among a big number of learners. If you convert a presentation into a video, you risk losing all the interactives. Presentations are not adapted for smartphones and iPads. This is most important because majority of the teachers are using phones. That's why I told that it is important. Thus, to publish your representation with animations, you need to convert it to an LMS compatible format. For example, SCORM, Shareable Content Object Reference Model, AICC or TinCan API like. So we have to discuss the authoring tools for e-learning teaching. An e-learning authoring tools is software package which can be used to create and modify web content for the use by other people. Examples are blogging, wiki, online forums, etc. So using these tools, e-content can be developed and transferred easily. Here we will discuss authoring tools like Adobe Captivate, Articulate Storyline, iSpring Suite. Adobe Captivate easily create engaging e-learning content that works across all devices by adding interactivity to exciting PowerPoint slides and videos that you record yourself or bring in from YouTube. So there is a link to you for that software. Articulate Storyline is a good tool to use to allows you to copy all the slide transition effects including 3D effects from the PPT. The next one is iSpring Suite. It is available as an add-in for Microsoft PowerPoint. So iSpring Suite in PowerPoint, this is a add-ons. We will add it and we will make it like this. You see the image here. So you have to adapt and you have to import. In this iSpring Suite, we may evaluate the children. Developing kids using iSpring Suite, you see here there is a question and choices like multiple choice questions. You see, you observe carefully this image how we give test to the children. Next, quizzes. So here also a question, which one of the following is a video editor? There are four options: Photoshop, Magisto, WavePad, DrawPad. So click the tick quiz button to edit this quiz. So here when you answer rightly, it will appear like this image. Congratulations, you passed. So total score and total your score. So passing score 5. So you got 10 out of 10. So like this. We have to discuss more authoring tools. Here, to become a professional e-teacher, we have to discuss more authoring tools like Excel Learning is a free software tool that can be used to create educational interactive web contents. To assist teachers and academics in the publishing of web content without the need to become proficient in HTML or XML markup. So it is most important. So it is very easy to use. The next one is Jet. Is a free and open source authoring tool which provides a full suite of open source tools for e-learning developers and content authors producing interactive learning materials. Here, what is Learning Management System, LMS? A Learning Management System is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting and delivery of educational courses, training programs, or learning and development programs. And also we have to discuss some more top open source learning management system softwares like Moodle. Create online training courses and teach with Moodle, as well as large community of Moodle users who interact on various topics. This is also one of the top open source LMS tool. Next, Canvas, an open source LMS that is free for instructors. It makes teaching and learning easier in terms of implementation, adoption, customer support, and success. The another one is Open edX. The Open edX is a tool empowering learners to access online courses content, including videos and textbooks, plus checking their progress in the online training course. The Open edX learning management system also has a discussion forum and a wiki at your disposal that both learners and course team members can contribute to. There is also a dashboard through which the online instructor can enroll online learners, produce reports, and administer an online training course as it runs. So this is the most excellent open source software. Next, Dosebo, highly acclaimed learning management system endorsed by reputable companies such as Thomson Reuters, Bloomberg, and Sharp. Dosebo is an ardent supporter of the importance of gamification in learner engagement. Badges, awards, and rankings are applied to increase involvement and course success. The next one, Adobe Captivate Prime. It is a full control over the e-learning course setup, delivery, and learner progress tracking, along with functional features such as the fluidic player that take learning to the next level. So it is a free 30-day trial version available. Then we have to subscribe it, and that means you have to purchase. So it is not a free open source software. Next, iSpring Learner. With this platform, you can make use of a variety of LMS reports ranging from course enrollment and online training activities tracking to course completion rates, keeping a constant eye on the progress made by each individual online learner. And also here a Moodle plugin. It is from H5P software. So here you see this image. These are all useful to the teacher. How to audio record, how to listen record, how arithmetic quiz conduction. So these are the softwares and applications in this H5P tool. Then starting using H5P, this is very easy to assess the students with the help of flashcards, guess the answer, image hotspots, image juxtaposition, image sequencing, image slider, interactive videos, mark the words, memory game, multiple choice questions, single choice set, speak the words set, and how to sum up or summary. So these are the very beautiful software. Of course, the only one thing we have to do is practice. Without practice, we can't do anything. Next, here is also some more assessment tools like multiple choices, course presentations. So content presentation is also available here, and then interacting video, drag the words, fill in the blanks, quizzes conduction, true or false questions giving, like this. Next, multiple choice questions. You see this image, there is a question and three choices are given. Then you may check in your own. First, when you put a tick mark on any word or any choice, you may find the right or wrong. So, which is the capital of India? When you put tick mark against the right answer, automatically it will show the results like this in the star mark one by one like this. So, this is also happening in H5P software. It is online software. So, next the interactive video. Interactions such as images, elaborating text, links and quizzes pop up while the learner watches the video. So, I gave here a demo link. When you go through this link, how it function will enable to see in h5p.org interactive video. So, this is also doubt clear. Then previously we discussed about the desktop or laptop like this softwares. Now we are discussing about mobile apps for education. Then mobile apps for organizing the classrooms, because nowadays majority of the teachers are using mobiles, and it is also very easy to use. Class Dojo. It is a virtual classroom environment. It allows teachers, students and parents to interact with one another. Teachers can use the platform to send feedback to their students and send alters to parents about their children's grade. The best part of the platform is that it is free for everybody. It is a way to help keep everybody communication with one another. It is a free app, very helpful to all. The next one, Edmodo. Edmodo, using it we can create a virtual classroom where students can post and turn in assignments, collaborate with teachers, track progress, and everyone can upload files, photos and videos. There is also a built-in gradebook. There are also features to help parents, teachers and students communicate better. It is also an excellent app for teachers in the mobile application. And Google Classroom is the best and easy to use. The Google web service developed and it is free services to the education system in the world. Really great. This is Classroom app is used by the teachers for storing the class materials in a drive so that the students can have an easy access to the materials in case of urgent requirements. The teachers also use this app for making certain announcements and debates to the students. You see, this is absolutely free web service developed by Google for schools that aim to simplify creating, distributing and grading assignments in a paperless way. It streamlines the process of sharing files between teachers and students. And also some more mobile apps for education. Dropbox. It allows the teachers to upload the presentation, photos, videos, assignments, and the students can have an easy access to the materials in the classroom or at their homes. Then the another one is Padlet. It is essentially a virtual bulletin board. Padlet is perfect for collaborative discussions. Teachers or students start by posting an open-ended question. Students respond with words, images, audio or video. All responses appear on the original wall in real time, and students can comment on one another's post. So it is also very excellent and very interesting to the students. Then the another tool is Evernote. This is immensely popular note-taking app, is a hot favorite among students and teachers. It gives them the option to jot down their ideas and keep a lot of important information for later use. So it is also an app, and also some more mobile apps to enhance teachers' professional growth, like edX, Coursera, Udemy, Lynda, TED, Treehouse, Linked Learning, Audacity. These are all 8 good Android apps to enhance teachers' professional growth. Really, I used all these apps, excellent, and no words to say, is best interactive and online teaching apps, Android apps. Then Swayam, you see the email. It is also one of the excellent app. The Swayam app is available in mobile and desktop mode. So this is also the excellent tool. You see this image and how you get anything in this website. So in this connection, I am concluding this video. My dear teachers, finally I am suggesting you that educators should improve the ICT skills. It is very, very important. Develop the academic career and improve e-knowledge through the available e-resources, as today's teachers are to be a future e-teacher for future generation community. Teachers should understand the needs of students in different aspects of their learning stage. Dear teachers should consistently and continuously exercise excellence in utility of e-resources and improves a positive working attitude among our students. Thank you one and all, my dear teachers. Yours, Om Prakash Kotapati. Thank you very much.